AUSCAR's moving off at 20 laps. The race distance 46.4 kilometres. A good field in this race, Alan Jones, and these cars on the short circuit will be pretty spectacular.
They certainly will be, Darryl, because primarily these cars are designed to go around an oval, and they do modify them slightly to cope with the the circuits such as Oran Park and here. But having said that, they're still not the best under brakes.
All right, well, we'll go through the grid for you, at least the top flyers. Anyway, there's a very big grid, but here we go now. In the first position in car 34 is Stephen Richards. So he's had a pretty busy program. Terry Wyhoon, he sits beside him in 25. Then it's John Faulkner, good campaigner, Mark Seaton. Peter Brock again having a busy night driving AUSCARs, and of course the 5-litre V8s as well. Rolling start, of course. The green-yellow car is Terry Wyhoon. Stephen Richards in the Valvoline car, the white with the red and blue. Sitting behind them, John Faulkner in the yellow car. Peter Brock, Mark Seaton. The field lining up as they come through the little twisty bit now. They'll come onto the straight. The pace car has gone off, so he should be ready for a start. Looking at the starter in front of me, has the green flag in hand. He'll hold it down as long as he can. Make sure the field all get onto the main straightaway as they wind their way down there now. You'll see the tail leaders. There he is, holding the leaders down, waiting for them all to come around. And away we go, racing with the AUSCARs here. 20 laps, good start. Side by side, it's Wyhoon and Richards as they pour their way into the first corner.
Well, there you go. Real traffic jam into this tight right-hander. Very important exit. Oops. A little bit of body damage there. One's off already. I don't know whether that's a blown engine or whether it's bodywork rubbing on a tyre, but we'll soon find out. But Terry Wyhoon in the lead into the first right-hander.
Peter Brock, of course, in a yellow car. He's in 05. You just saw him flash through the screen. He's up around third or fourth at first guess. And there's that car throwing out the smoke. Well, he should just get out of the way because that's obviously laying some oil down. Look at that smoke.
Yeah, well, see, really and truly, he should just pull off. And he's doing it now because that's doing nothing but aggravate the fellow competitors. But he's done the right thing. I don't quite know whether he's in the right spot. He is in actually a predominantly dangerous position because anyone that tries to go on the inside under brakes, if they have a bit of a loose or body contact, he could actually lose it. But Robert Burns is, whoa, dearie me, there you go. And
well, that's 46. That's Johnny Faulkner, one of the gun runners here. Faulkner, big cloud of smoke, got turned around. Wow, he won't be too happy with that. He qualified third on the grid.
No, he won't be. But Rocky now, I believe, is up into third, which is a terrific effort out of 24 cars. He's not exactly a expert at this type of racing in these type of cars, but I think it's a testament to the guy's skill that he can hop in it and be as competitive as he is.
Terry Wyhoon picked up some new sponsorships throughout the week. The BP colours you see there as he comes onto the main straight. Got a good lead now. And of course, Stephen Richards in the Valvoline car. Peter Brock sits in behind him. Brocky trying to get into the toe so he can get down that braking area, have a go at young Richards, because at the moment Wyhoon's starting to build a pretty good lead.
Yes, he is, and the more people fight behind him, of course, the more it helps him. But there's somebody putting a lot of pressure on Brocky as well, Mark Seaton, and he's right up Rocky's backside.
Yeah, Seaton qualified well, and he'd be enjoying this because to put some pressure on the old master in a class of car that he's not all that familiar with would be a bit of fun.
Well, it would be, but in Peter's defence, of course, he's had nowhere near the experience or miles in these cars that the other guys have, and it's like everything. The more miles you do in a particular vehicle, the quicker you are in it, the more you know its limit. And, you know, he's to a certain degree been thrown in at the deep end, and to be where he is now, I think is a fabulous effort.
No doubt about that. As you see them wind their way down the main straight again. Stephen Richards, busy night. Peter Brock, of course, he'll drive the 5 litres a little later on from pole position. So he's enjoying himself in third place. And as we said, Mark Seaton doing a pretty good job back and forth. There's the gap, 1, 2, 3 and 4.
Yeah, well, I hope Peter doesn't start using the braking points in this car that he would in his Group A, because I would imagine the brake performance would be night and day.
I've got a very special visitor up here in the commentary box, Kevin Swans. We spoke to Kevin over in Adelaide, and at that stage he was going into his first NASCAR race at Oran Park. He told me then, said, I've never been in the car on Oran Park under lights. The former 500cc world champion not only did that, but you won the race.
Yeah, sure did. It was a great weekend and great to get out and get that experience. And we couldn't have asked for a better result either one.
Yeah, terrific stuff. What about this meeting? It's an honour for Peter Brock, obviously, but it's nice to see the mixture of classes, 2 litres, 5 litres. We've got the AUSCARs here as well.
It is. There's such a great variety of racing this evening, and it's been going on most of the day too. So it's a good event, and it's good to be here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it shows Peter Brock's ability, doesn't it? I mean, he's running third here in a class of car that he very rarely drives. He really is quite the master, and I mean, obviously the most popular race driver in this country.
He's doing well. He got a decent start, and there was a bit of trouble in the first turn on the second lap. He's holding his own. Those guys in front are actually coming back to him now. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the end of this race.
Well, on the short circuit here, I mean, the laps are pretty quick, so you've really got to concentrate where you're going. Obviously, the traffic's going to play a part in this because you're getting around in something like 48 seconds a lap.
Yeah, they qualified it just right at 46, so it's a fast pace, and you don't have a lot of time to think, and one mistake can really lengthen that lap for you and cause you a lot of trouble.
What do you think of the racing so far on four wheels? I know you want to eventually race NASCARs in America. You thought Australia was a good chance for you as a nursery to learn. You were given a car. Obviously, it's a good one. Are you enjoying yourself here?
I really am. I always have a great time when I come to Australia, and this has been no exception. To get over and get to sit in such a competitive car and to go out and just gather experience every time I sit in it is hopefully going to benefit my racing in the States.
Car 02, plenty of smoke coming out of that. And that's Marshall J. Brewer. Gets off the track pretty quickly. Did the right thing.
Yeah, that's good to see. Whenever there's a mechanical problem like that, to get off the track and not destroy the racing surface for everybody is a good gesture.
Well, this is a great nursery, isn't it, for NASCAR? I mean, here in Australia, it's unique to this country, of course, but it gives somebody a chance to have some close racing, good racing, and if they're good enough, they can kick on to NASCAR.
Right. The AUSCAR is a great series. There's a lot of young guys out there driving and a lot of seasoned veterans, so you can get some good experience out there racing.
Wyhoon too quick now as he treads his way through the traffic and put himself in the right position there too. Got him on the straight, plenty of power went past him, and that gives him a bit more of a cushion. Stephen Richards still chasing, of course, along with Mark Seat and Peter Brock. And that's the dice there. Now there's Stephen Richards, and Brock is closed up on him. So maybe a positional change heading that way.